We have 10, 20-year-olds living in a $5 million house together, filming content all day.
The Hype House is finally on Netflix, and it looks like it's a hit show that's here to stay. So if you don't know anything about the Hype House, Thomas Petro was a vlogger on social media, and he was like kind of failing. He's super young, and he wasn't really getting any views on YouTube. Somehow he met Jake Paul and started just going to the Team 10 house, I think back in like 2017, and he was just hanging out in the Team 10 house, and he was watching what Jake Paul was doing, watching how he put that together. So he got firsthand experience from the originator of a creator house, right? And so he learned how to do that. And then we know in about 2019 is when TikTok started becoming poppin'. You know, TikTok was Musically, and once they changed it to TikTok and they rebranded, it became the platform that people get easy organic reach, unlike other social media platforms which are saturated. Like YouTube is saturated, Instagram is saturated, but TikTok gave people the opportunity. It gave people the opportunity to blow, and people blew up. So he was coming from YouTube. He was this vlogger. All of a sudden he's on TikTok and he's getting so many followers. He's getting so much attention, and boom, explosion. So what does he do? He does exactly what Jake Paul did with Team 10. He creates a creator house, right? A TikTok house, which now there's so many people that copied him after that, right? But he gets all the biggest TikTokers at the time, who are now the biggest TikTokers now, from the D'Amelio sisters to Nikita, all these big names. He has them all in the Hype House. But the difference with his model is I guess because he watched Jake Paul and got firsthand experience of what Jake Paul did with Team 10 and how that failed, he learned that he couldn't take this approach of an agency, especially because he was also a creator. So he couldn't do the agency approach like Jake Paul did, but instead he made it a thing where he's not taking money from anyone, but it's more of like a collaborative experience, and you just have to pay rent. And so they get to create content together, and they stay in the same house, and they all have to pitch in for rent because they get all these brand deals together, all of this stuff together. And then there's also the Hype House, which has its own TikTok, and they all create content for the Hype House TikTok. That's how Hype House emerged, and that's how he really built it into this big business. He watched Jake Paul firsthand, watched all the mistakes that Jake Paul made with Team 10, created his own, and did it better. What did they say? Smart people learn from other people's mistakes. So because there was already a proven model of engagement, of course Netflix was going to take this on as a reality TV show. Jake Paul, essentially, when he was making his vlogs, he made the Team 10 house into a reality TV show. So we already are familiar with the drama that unfolded with Team 10 fighting with Jake Paul, Alyssa Violet, with all these people in Team 10 that were fighting. We're all familiar with it. It was getting hundreds of, almost probably billions of views. You know, all this drama that unfolded around YouTubers beefing each other. And now Netflix understands the potential that it has when these people are fighting. So they've now created a reality TV show, put it on their platform, and now they have the opportunity to really curate and build out drama. And of course, when you have, you know, young adults, people that are just like barely out of their teenage years, living in a house together, of course you're going to have drama. And a lot of them come from like toxic family backgrounds. That increases the potential of drama because they have a lot of unresolved issues that they've dealt with through their childhood. They're too young to know how to come out of that. And they're not in this house with other teenagers. I just see a lot of drama. So one of the things I say, I watched the pilot episode, love it. I love it so far. I also love the inclusiveness of the show, or just of the Hype House in general. They had Nikita Dragon, who's a trans influencer, huge trans influencer, but I loved when she was interacting with them. You know, they showed that you could be a heterosexual white man and not be racist, not be sexist, not be homophobic. And the fact that these young kids are just playing with each other, they're hanging out, they're not like, oh, she's trans, we're not going to talk to her. No, they all are very inclusive. Then we have the other guy in the house who is also gay. So they're members of the LGBTQIA plus community. There are people that are non-white on this show or in the Hype House, and it just shows that they're really reshaping society's minds, or they're reflecting how society, especially younger generations, are behaving, or how they think around the LGBTQIA plus community and other underserved communities as well. So this show, I mean, they've already laid out all the drama that's going to unfold this season. It's going to be super interesting, and I'm pretty impressed. Now, we know that the Charli D'Amelio show, which came to Hulu, and these creators that are coming out of TikTok, they're getting record deals, they're making music, they're becoming huge musicians. There's so many ways that they're monetizing independently. I just hope that they're retaining that money and keeping it for themselves. They're getting brand deals. It's just a refreshing thing to see on a mainstream platform like Netflix. And to see how this unfolds, and I think it's a big stride for the creator economy. It shows that the potential to become mainstream as an influencer, they are probably the first influencers that have officially become mainstream. Okay, you could say that Logan Paul and Jake Paul have done that. Also, Charli D'Amelio, you could say that. But it just shows that the creator economy is becoming more and more vibrant every single day. And these guys are fully mainstream. I'm excited to see the rest of the season. Maybe I'll do another review. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Let's see. But it looks like a really good show, and it's really exciting that Netflix has picked this up, and I'm sure it's getting so many views, especially like that are coming in from TikTok, all their fans on TikTok that are watching this. It looks like a hit. So anyway, those are my thoughts on this. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. My name is Kenim, and see you next time. Peace. We've just launched mintedculture.com, a way for you to engage with all our content across social media. I know you guys are used to seeing brand video pro content, but I have other channels. I have the Kenim O show, which is it's a channel more about relationships, dating, modern culture, all the stuff that you saw me posting on this channel about the red pill, about modern dating, about modern culture, all my cultural essays. I've moved them to that channel. This channel, I'm going to stay focused on having this dynamic discussions about trending topics in media, entertainment, music, etc. So I'm going to keep, and Web3, all of that. So this channel is going to be hyper focused on this, but I've moved all my content about, like I said, all that content is going to go on the Kenim O show. So go follow that channel, and definitely you could go to mintedculture.com, where I'm going to be posting all my videos from all my platforms on that website every single day. Then I also have Stream OVG Business, which is a channel more focused on business, entrepreneurship, making money, personal finances, and business opportunities. So go check that out too. And then of course there's Stream OVG about Black history, business, politics, and culture. So all of these different platforms are highlighted on mintedculture.com. So be sure to go check out mintedculture.com.